Hi, and welcome to my home practice today. I'm at my daughter's house, babysitting the dogs and the cats and the chickens. So I'm going to do my practice here. So I'm going to start standing up on my mat. Feet are about hip width apart. So I'm just standing in Tadasana. Eyes can be closed or maybe just a soft gaze. I'm just feeling the ground underneath my feet and bringing myself to the center. I feel myself kind of swaying back and forth, so I'm just going to continue with that swaying, maybe making it just a little bit more. Moving forward into my toes and then into my heels. And staying into the toes and just finding my balance there. My heels are still somewhat into the ground, but they're just kind of hovering really. My weight mainly is in my toes. And then I'm going to shift the weight into my heels. My toes are just going to gently lift, not much. Still kind of touching. But the weight's definitely more in the heels, kind of leaning back. And trying not to stoop or round out in my back. Okay, and then coming into my full feet, finding my balance throughout both feet equally. I'm making sure that the weight that's in my big toes are the same as the weight in my pinky toes. The ball of my foot and my heel, outside edge, inside edge of my feet. This is really not an easy thing to do. It's, you know, your body keeps shifting and swaying, trying to find balance and trying to find that equanimity, which is not an easy thing to do. Allow my breath to deepen a little bit. On my next inhale, I'm going to bring my arms all the way up, reaching up as high as I can, and I'm going to look up. My eyes can be open again or closed. And exhale, opening up the arms and then bending my knees and swinging down. Reaching down towards the ground, and then coming all the way back up again. And it's creating really big, make it soft. And flow all the way back down again. And all the way back up again. And all the way back down. And I'm going to hang out here for a couple moments. I'm going to place my palms on the ground. My knees are bent. And I'm not kind of just shifting the weight into my hands and into my feet. And trying to find some equality through both my feet and my hands. Just settling and becoming still when I find that equal weight distribution. Okay, and then I'm going to roll myself up. All the way up. Just stand and then bring those arms all the way up. Reach up. Grabbing hold of the left wrist and just bringing that left arm up a little bit more, and then until it tilting over towards the right side and stretching out my left side of the body. I'm going as far as I dare, and then lifting all the way back up. Oh, you stop that, kitty cat. Reaching all the way up, and then grab hold of my right wrist, reaching up a little bit higher with the right arm, and then moving it over towards that left side, so stretching out that right side of the body. Again, trying to find equal weight through both feet. And then inhale, reach all the way up. And opening up the arms and plunge all the way back down. Come up halfway. Forward bend. And then lift up all the way back up. Reach up. Good. Okay, bring my hands towards the heart. I'm going to put the weight into my right foot. I'm going to bring up my left foot. So I'm going to come into tree. And I'm going to keep it low for a moment here until I find my balance. So find my focus, soften through my shoulders. And I'm going to creep that right leg up a little bit higher and press that left foot really against that right thigh, and the right thigh against the left foot. So I really find some connection there. Trying to stand up as tall as I can. And then I'm going to bring my hands, the thumb and the pointer fingers together, and bring my arms out. And then lift those arms all the way above my head. Good. And then hands towards the heart again. And I'm going to take that left leg and I'm going to reach it back into a high lunge. I'm just going to give myself a little stretch here. And then bring my hands all the way down. And extend that left leg just a little bit more, just to stretch my left leg out and just really stretch out. Feeling a nice stretch through my psoas. Okay. And then lift all the way back up. I can bring myself into warrior two. So finding a really nice warrior two. I'm trying to find some softness through my shoulders, lengthening through my arms. Making sure my right knee is right over top of that ankle. An equal weight between both feet. And then on my inhale, I'm going to lift my arms up, stretching out that front leg. Reach right out of my hips. And then go backwards. Really reach and grow that stretch. Inhale, lift all the way back up again. And then I'm going to move forwards into triangle. Good. And then inhale all the way back up again. Reaching up. And then back to warrior two. Good. Hold it here. And we're going to come back into that tree pose. Might just be a little tree pose. More than likely it will be. And holding it here. And then dropping that left foot on the ground and bring my hands back to Tadasana. And sweeping the arms all the way back up again. And forward fold. Come up halfway. Forward fold, can see me. And bring myself all the way back up again. Reach up. Okay, so this time, hands towards the heart. And I'm going to bring up that right foot. So into the inner thigh. Inner shin to begin with. And then I'm going to grab it and bring it up, if I can, up to that left thigh. I'm pushing my right foot against the left thigh against the right foot. Remember, if you're not able to do that, just do what you can do. Hold it here. And then bring the hands down. Thumb and pointer fingers touch. Woo. And then bring the arms all the way up. Hands to touch above your head. Hands towards the heart. And then that right leg is going to go back. And we're going to come into warrior two. Turn myself around. I'll find warrior two on this side. Just a couple breaths. And on the next inhalation, reach up. Straighten that front leg and go backwards. Inhale, reach up again and tilt forwards into triangle. And then all the way back to warrior two. Hold it here. Okay, I'm gonna try and get back into that little tree pose. So bring my hands towards my heart, take a pivot and step through into tree. Just doing a baby tree. And then come back to stand in Tadasana. Okay, and sweeping the arms all the way up. I'm going to reach all the way down. And come up halfway. And forward bend. Coming all the way back up again. Reach up, hands to touch above my head. Heel toe the feet away. And I'm going to come into Malasana. You know, I think everyone knows this is one of my favorite poses. Turn myself around here. So I'm bringing the hands towards the heart. The elbows are into the inside of the knees. I'm just settling here. I'm going to lengthen through the spine as much as I can. Also trying to find some balance in the feet. When I'm in this pose, I have the tendency of moving my heel into the heels, so don't want to do that. I want to try to find some balance and equanimity in my whole feet, both feet. So I need the same amount of weight in my toes as is in my heel. I'm trying to stay up as much as I can instead of plumping forward and down. And then I'm going to bring the hands down and I'm going to come and do some cows and cats. So I'm going to have my feet directly, the toes behind my heel to begin with. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And do that one more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And starting to flow now. So inhale, cow. And exhale, rounding out into your cat. And then bringing my hips towards the heels. Oh, I just love this one. It just really stretches out my lower back. And then inhale, moving myself forwards into the cow. And then exhale into the cat. I'll do that one more time. As the cat goes underneath me. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. This is this is Juno. He's just a little kitten. Okay, opening up the knees and reaching your arms forwards, and then coming into child's pose for just a couple moments. And then popping myself back up into a table. I'm going to curl the toes under. And I know a lot of you don't like doing this one, but it's so beneficial for your feet. So curling the toes under and sitting back into the heels. And bring the arms all the way up. Hands to touch above your head. So I'm sitting on the heels, but definitely come up and down if you need to. I'm going to take one more breath here. And then as I rise up, I'm going to bring my right foot forwards. And reach the arms up a little bit more. And then I'm gonna sink into the hips. We're moving in a little bit more forward. I'm gonna move myself back a little bit. So I can just really feel, bring the arms down, just really feel a nice stretch to the quads. And the hands are gonna go back. I'm gonna open up my chest, lift up my chin a little bit more, and just open up through the chest, and then lean myself forwards. So I'm resting onto my right thigh. My arms are coming up, neck is in line. And then I'm gonna come all the way back up, bring the arms all the way up with me, and come and bring my hands into the inside of my left foot. And I just feel like I need to do a twist. So that right hand is gonna come up as the left hand is planted. I'm gonna reach and twist. And bring the right hand down into the inside of the right foot. And then the left arm's gonna twist. Good. And bring that hand down. Bring the arms all the way back up. Then I'm gonna come back onto my knees again and sit back onto my heels. Do the other side. Inhale, lift up. And take the left leg forwards. And the hands are gonna come back down. And I'm just gonna reach forwards, just sink into the hips a little bit more, just to stretch out my right hip flexor. And bring the arms all the way up. And bring the arms down, clasping them behind. See if I can do it a different clasp. Works on my brain. Open up here. Lift up, maybe bring the arms away a little bit from my back. And then move forwards. Resting on my left thigh. Arms come up. All the way back up again. And bring the hands down into the inside of that left foot. Plant the right hand and the left arm reaches up. And switch hands. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up. And bring the hand back down. Lifting both arms up. And bring my hands towards the heart. And I'm going to come back onto my knees and sit back onto my heels. And just take a moment here. That was a lot of exertion. Just catching my breath, slowing my nervous system down. So I'm working more on extending my exhale. Maybe my exhale just a little bit longer than the inhale. And even just taking a little pause after the exhale. And that will just really, really help everything settle back down again. Okay. I'm going to come down and lie on my back. Hug my knees in. I'm going to flex the feet, some circles in the ankles. I can bring myself into a happy baby. Just settling my whole spine on the ground. And bringing the soles of my feet together. And bring my legs all the way down onto the ground. So somewhat of a butterfly pose. And I'm just going to rest here now. knees up together. I'm going to keep them together, and I'm going to windshield wipe them from side to side. And they're definitely not going to go all the way down. I'm going to bring them down onto one side and just settle them down. If my legs don't stay together, that's okay. Well, you think so, huh? Okay, knees come back up and over towards the other side. Oh. You can move your head if you feel like it. I don't feel like it right now. I just feel like just keeping it centered. And coming into Savasana. I'm just letting everything soften. Moving myself around until I feel really settled again. So Savasana can be as long as you like. And mine is, I'm just gonna take a few more breaths here. Okay, I'm gonna come out of my Savasana now. Give myself a little stretch. I'm bending the knees, rolling over to the side. Taking a moment. And then pushing myself back up. After my practice, it's like when I teach, I like to just sit for a moment, just taking a couple of breaths and just having whatever's happened in my practice settle with me. So taking time to reflect. And it doesn't have to be for very long. And there we go. Have a great day. Have a nice evening whenever you're practicing. Namaste. See you again soon.